Hey, how are we doing today, y'all? How are you today? It's a new week. It's a new week, y'all. We made it. I want to welcome you to Growth Track. Y'all, my name is Sage Breed. I'm excited. Y'all, here at Growth Track, we give you short, sweet, simple steps to help you achieve your goals because you have things that you need to do. Y'all, you've been walking with us, and we want to let you know if you stick through to the end of this video, I'm going to show you how you can 10x your productivity and you can accomplish anything that you want to do. Seriously, you may be thinking, Sage, how do I do that? Stay tuned, find out. Y'all, I just want to thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for investing in yourself. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for sharing. We're going to jump in, y'all. This week, you already know, we've been going through our 5 pillars. We got spiritual, mental, physical, social, and financial. Last week, we were on mental. We were talking about grit, the stick-to-itiveness. Do you have what it takes? We do. We do. This week, okay, today, this week, we're talking about intentional care. And before we even get there, I'm going to share something with you, y'all. I went ahead and I wrote it up because it's that important. Intentional care. The word intentional means the act of determining. The act of determining mentally upon an end or a goal. So when you want to be intentional, you caught that? It's mental before it becomes physical. When we talk about care, it's the provision of what is needed for the well-being or protection. So when we're saying intentional care, how are you acting? How are you determining the end goal of providing what is needed for your well-being? Because it's real. It's real. So today, I'm going to give you 3 things. Sometimes we do this, sometimes we don't. Today, we're going to give you 3 things because it's easy, y'all. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day. It's easy to get distracted because there really is work that needs to be done. Like, you're not just sitting here twiddling your thumbs. Like, there's really things that need to happen. However, what happens when you're not at your best? What happens? Because it's not the fact that you're not doing what you want to do. It's not the fact that, like, maybe you feel like, okay, I'm really giving everything I have, but I feel like I'm constantly tired. No, like I'm really doing everything that I know how to do, but it feels like I'm dragging my feet. And this is what it's about, because last week when we talked about grit, yeah, sometimes you have to push past that. And we must be intentional about how we are caring for ourselves. Are we exercising? Are we eating properly? Are we hydrating? These are the things, y'all. So, first thing we're going to do, okay, if you're taking notes, write it down. First, get an inventory. Assess yourself, okay? Take an assessment. Are you really doing as well as you think you are? Right? And it's not even just saying like, man, I think I'm doing amazing. But it's like, man, I think I'm like doing really bad. I think I'm having a challenging time, but then come to find out, right? It's like you take a test and you're like, dude, I think I just absolutely bombed that test. It's like you have a presentation. I think like, that was probably the worst presentation I've ever given in my life. And then you get the results back and you aced it. You get the results back and they're like, man, the way you articulated that information and gave it to us, thank you so much. Sometimes we're doing better than we think we are. Sometimes we need that confirmation of like, okay, but you don't know where you are unless you take that assessment. 2, get a plan. Get a plan. You're going to have to plan for this because you don't just rest on accident. And sometimes rest isn't even just getting your Z's. It's not just, it's not. But sometimes getting a rest is going for a walk. Sometimes resting is exercising. Sometimes resting is eating properly. So plan for this. Plan on this day, I'm resting. Plan on this day, unless it is an emergency, I'm not available. You need to have that for yourself, because if you don't, there's just no way you're able to give 100%. Okay, so first, take the assessment. Second, plan for it. Third, do it. Do it. Yo, you took all this time being intentional. You took all this time saying, okay, I'm literally thinking and assessing of how I've been. I've literally been taking an inventory of what I'm doing. Now what? Because it's not good enough just to sit there and say, man, I'd really like to do that. Man, that sure would be nice. Because there's always going to be a reason why you can't. You know what I'm saying? You feel that? There's always going to be a reason why you can't. However, now, what's really going to take you from going, man, I'm not accomplishing anything, to finally being able to 10x what you want to do is doing it. So take the assessment. Get an inventory of everything that you're doing. Write it out. Man, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. Ask some of your people, okay? Then, literally, you're going to plan for it. On this day, I'm doing this. At this time, I'm doing this. Then finally, you're just going to do it. You're just going to do it. A lot of the stuff is really just doing it. Okay, so now I'm going to give you an action step. Okay, really it's two. So when you're doing this assessment, when you're taking this inventory, go ahead, this is what you're going to do. Go ahead and ask people who are close to you, what is my demeanor? Do I seem energetic? Do I seem tired? Do I seem focused? How am I? Because there's going to be some blind spots. There's going to be some areas where how you see yourself is congruent, and there may be some inconsistencies. There will be some inconsistency. You may not always be doing as well as you think you are, and you may not always be doing as bad as you think you are. And so you need to get a 360. Okay, so the first one is you're going to ask someone. The second thing, choose an activity to do this week. Okay, it's Monday. You got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You got 6 days. 6 days to rest. Don't rest all the 6 days, right? You know what I'm saying? But 6 days to put some time of rest in there. Because you cannot go if you have no gas. That's like driving and getting angry at your car. Like, why aren't you working? And things like, you haven't put any gas in me. I'm thirsty. I haven't eaten. It's like you're trying to do all these things, but you haven't paid what it costs. Okay? So go ahead. Make this week the most restful week of your life. Y'all, you're strong. You're smart. I love you. And until next time, peace.